Spiky, do you have any thoughts of what I should read next? Anything you want to say? No? No thoughts? Hi, my name is Moana, and this is my reading buddy Spike. And I am a reading and writing lover who disliked English class as both a student and a teacher, and I am now documenting my journey of rediscovering my love for words. Hey, Spikey! After I read The Toy Makers by Robert Dinsdale, I felt like I was so emotionally overwhelmed that I needed something light and happy. If you want to hear about that book, you can check out my last video. This Christmas audiobook popped up in my YouTube feed, and I don't normally go for romances like this because I'm actually not a huge fan of regency novels or even movies or TV shows. But after reading this one, that might change. A Holiday Engagement by M.A. Nichols is part of the Christmas Courtships romance series, which is also part of a larger series called The Generations of Love. The video description for this audiobook says all of M.A. Nichols' romances take place in the Generations of Love universe. Each book is a standalone story and can be read in any order, with the titles being grouped together into family sagas. It looks like there are quite a few books already written in this series, so if you're the kind of person who loves binge reading, then this might be perfect for you. Now, before I get into the story, I want to explain that this audiobook, as well as others in the series, are available for free on YouTube from the author herself. I'm going to include a link in the description below so you can check them out yourself if you're interested. I wanted to make sure that I emphasize that it looks like the author has uploaded all of these herself, which means they are legal. I came across a video this morning by another YouTuber who explained that it's wrong to listen to and promote audiobooks from YouTube since they're all illegally uploaded. As far as I can tell, this audiobook seems to be okay since it looks like it's uploaded by the author to her own account. I'm going to be honest, this isn't usually the kind of book that I go for because it looked like the mass market type of books that I see in big box and grocery stores that for some reason I grew up thinking that they were just trashy romance novels. Before anybody gets upset at me for saying that, I was actually taught to think that way in school, and I don't really feel that way anymore. I'm actually working on a future video analyzing where the term trashy romance novel came from and its history, so make sure that you're subscribing if you're interested. I feel like that term is still kind of ingrained in me though, which is why I usually don't go for books like this. But in my quest to expand my horizons and try reading new things, I was actually delighted with how much I enjoyed this story. Charity Baxter was the queen bee of society in a countryside town in England when she misunderstood another man's intentions and thought that he was going to ask for her hand in marriage. When it didn't happen and he proposed to another woman, Charity sought to save face by trashing him and his wife, but that actually backfired and the entire town turned on her. That was kind of hard to say. The entire town turned on her. What a tongue twister. Anyway, she ends up becoming a social pariah, but is still forced to try to integrate herself into society by her mother, who is a social queen bee and gossip queen of the older generation. Charity hates having to attend social events since she knows that everyone is gossiping about her and purposely trying to humiliate her. But she meets Lieutenant Thomas Callahan, who is visiting a friend in town, and he is eager to befriend her. I'm going to stop here with the summary since I don't want to give any spoilers away, and I really do think that you should check it out, especially because it's so easily accessible here on YouTube. I do want to talk for a moment though how I was pleasantly surprised that I did find this book quite thought-provoking. As someone who witnessed and experienced bullying in school when I was growing up, as well as in the workplace as an adult, I always wondered what it would be like if bullies ever met their downfall. I feel like this book gave me a glance as to what that would actually look like. Here we have this young woman who is at the top of the social hierarchy, mainly due to the fact that her mother is at the top as well. So it's not like she did anything wonderful or extraordinary herself to be in such a high position. She herself brought about her own downfall when her plan to socially destroy others backfired. And when you think about it, it's quite satisfying to think about a bully getting what she deserves. However, with the story being told from her perspective, we're able to see Charity's sad thoughts and feelings of regret. It's to the point where I actually felt sorry for her and found myself despising the rest of the people in the town when she got stuck in a particularly humiliating social situation. It made me think a lot about the idea that when somebody does us wrong, maybe it doesn't necessarily make us feel better when the tables are turned and we see that person suffering. I guess this relates to the common saying that two wrongs don't make a right. When I was in intermediate school, my most favorite genre of books to read was romance. Do you remember the book series Love Stories? It was a romance series made up of something like 50 different standalone books, all by different authors, and it was specifically targeted towards teens. I can still clearly remember how my friends and I all went crazy for these books, and we ate them all up every time a new one was available at the library. I don't know if all teenagers are the same way and if they all still love reading romance stories now, but if they are anything like I was at that age, I think that this story would be great for them to read. It's a clean romance, and maybe they'll also find the bullying aspect of it as thought provoking as I did. I think books that are entertaining for both teens and adults present a unique chance for the two generations to exchange thoughts and learn from each other. So if I was still teaching, I would add this book to my classroom library. So I never got into the whole Bridgerton craze, but after enjoying this Regency romance, I think I might actually try reading one of the books and watching the series. If I do get a chance to do that, then you'll definitely hear my thoughts about it in a future video. So I would love to hear from you. What kind of books did you read as a teen? Were you a big teen romance fan like I was? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to see more of my book reviews. Until next time, happy reading and see you soon. Bye!